I know so when Dindi Alan Kwadwo Chairman, he can't win the elections. Me, I know. Mama, as for Anopa, ne yere awufufu amanadi wokọ adwuma. Wa fa ne yere so onye jollof ne salad nsi wa bafia baby didi. 2:00 p.m. he had a call. Call and said the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Evans Atamos, on the 24th of July is gone. Look at the billboards of the NDC in 2016. It was John Dramani Mahama and Eli Lodina na so. Around yango so. They say, per my own conviction, per what I've read, per the checks I've done, me, the best running mate to pay Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is Aduchum Assam. But Alan wants the NPP party to go back to factory settings. Hey, Shaibu and Kableji will in some year. And Ankabedu. Because a man for the Kaya said they don't know Mahmoud Bawumia if he's a Muslim or he's not a Muslim. Bawumia is a religious prostitute. Won't that?
Yeah.
Energy. The one no more cost wo chroma.
The doom so.
Yeah, doom light. So me doom light. Make me hold your doom light. Film run again. So you. If MPP is in opposition, some depend on what party for scan or what could scan when you are babeche.
I solid TV abusia fa makwa aba ma ba atena agibre na ne ye emmon komo nenne ye sinkunye unim se so sinkunye se ya na ensem bebre ewufi me so before then like a page and subscribe to the channel na share link ye say sharing is caring aya di solid TV ho enkomo e kire wadanfo ukunu unua oyonku bi ebe yi krampa aya ma wadanfo utwetwe munchu enso ente na ene yetenasia eyeboko the NDC flag bearer John Dramani Mahama promise say oben name the running mate the month of February or the ose ayoyo asan akobo Maame Jane Opoku Achiman from the central region say one sanso emebo no ntoa na 2020 omokoye anye yen ebia na 2024 dia na yeye maame ne every central region dia na ode ba on board the second coming no is it going to yield a positive result another kwa kwesa abekronsa anano the BDC 2020 ni biara me twam ho aba me ba Franko the hater ewufia makwa ba biom ya trans Franko the hater ewufia but before then me kai will say wo share channel uni Ghana na se woni ji honorable Kennedy Kwame Akompekun Japan your platform a WhatsApp platform ye nyina eguso ho ye didi ye dwene ye nante ye bibia honorable Ken number no bit ma chatted to sa platform Ken's diaspora for Franko akwaba
Mejo so see you
na ho ye
o nyame adaroma
and it's essential
yes
na the 1st of March right
yes 1st of March nyame na say danas
na no 29th
leap year
hey omo 29 from bro so many omo baby omo di say
I don't know say be here 28 days I don't know how they do it maybe on maybe 1st of March him send baby
that's so
American Nyame be gradually Nyankopon de yeko we are in the 3rd month Nyame de yeko ye na Nyame asesha bu Nyame ayi bi na omo ada bi omo hwe so no ye no mase it is an honor and a privilege to be on this show madam for because say go say do say ya na employers na dwa na employees na ni aje because employer ni ba be use ka pia na work aka employee so ni ba be ji aje e ho na ye mistake kakra bi employer ni timi nya problem the best employees so munya abotre and you have engaged the person has rendered service tisha bu yaba
and I saw what you say say untimi fa you know ma anya ju
dabi
the man for man dabi uyi na di identify from
ko find number
you know mind me because say me former CEO me catch it say ubi FM station no ka betimi e de you know ma ya come from me and you know member fire say Father Christmas we na we
you are helping us
unche sika ye adwuma bosom so atua ka na fa ni die de mai
de nyame da me na so
e ko meet me class as me na papa na hwe me am so maka
okay sanity mama ncha papa ya on tiapo
and na me frɛ no
utuni ne kasa
na me kasa but ye bonya me mpae say
me no me frɛ bo ntini afa
nyame ayi eboafo say dia mai na
nyame ncha na me ncha na o chi adom so na mencha mpanyinfo mo he na edisa me nua ba no se friend say
Lucinda.
oh fine
Lucinda Efua
yakopon
of
sha
North Carolina.
yakopon sha
Encha eniaba Ellen Amo Mensa.
okay
Ellen Amo Mensa.
all right
Ona dano.
oh fine
Oba lunch na na say
nyamisha
lunch no timi top lot.
nyamisha no
Yencha Mr. Jumo so.
hey Zaduma is amra so ko emu
Oh that go so Ghana. Onko baby a.
Frank so chia Chicago
Mr. Frank.
me na di nkomo na wi
Una du ko na
me
wi.
na di nkomo na wi
Kene ka me be fire.
hey tia na party na abotre me na di nkomo na wi enti enkusi anumre o cha no pade na bibia ye ku so cha na be kwa yi enti nu o cha ye be free ahomache be 4-5
Yeah.
so they lose our time no na bibia ye okay
Because akwa bi a obi ji ni sika to. Bought one. But so I just say some my sika oji 10 mi otimbe down ka.
Yaba
Yen church obi bia. Me nua dia ye adwuma wo African Union.
okay
Ghana ni o ye adwuma African Union.
Okay.
Now Franco,
See you.
John Dramani Mahama wasa akobo Professor Nana Jane Opuku Ajiman said the second time.
They said they confirmed.
Okay. On my man running meet. Now near say from the central region. I did that central region where after mess call the park will say mitaba amisa buy. And to buy I'm so Mahama.
Yes.
I'm almost expire Mills term that's 8 years no. 2020 akofa Jane aba anye yi. What's the son? And also osua fra Akufo-Addo de baumia ekọ miensa.
Saibu, ma minchi obi bia na no pai. Na nyankopon mu obi an ban. In the first of March, on film twa me ho masem. Now somebody can catch you. So when it gets to elections and people are picking their running mates, oyini krampo wi a was how they call the National Executive Council could do hunkono. No magiatum. Obasha so Mama aka say that's more kind for this one why your objective and he see what can okre. Mama catch there say obey the running mate before match.
Yeah.
Obakaya John Dramani Mama tama no okọ ne to ni nyina. Uche jo mama ansman no okọ say obey the running mate before match. And January me wo ho nyina no I was watching say and then 29th of March February. Time ben obey yen pesa be say no maka just ebi om de kwa ko pie mo match and I say be April because ebi om ko tena say di nkomo no we also need ample time to do a lot of deliberation and discussion. If you look at Mahmoud Bawumia there na Mahmoud Bawumia say he's still doing consultation mebwa
Ono creative program.
yes because he's still doing consultation.
He has promised more than 10 people
that make a catch and they do one ebehu but now it is between Napo and Aduchum omumienu na if you look at radar na omumienu da so manfo push one day if you give me an opportunity again to go through I'll go through because
ebi say Bawumia betimi abodin foforo Ashanti region
then it's going to be extremely difficult.
What about bodin foforo na ahiro mienu nyina
As I din na oba bo nipa no
or if Ashanti region we MPP ni
what is saying
MPP ni
there we want to be point now what is he bringing on board? Is he going to appreciate the voice of Bawumia? Is he going to depreciate the voice of Bawumia? What is he going to do? Not just mention names, but look at what the person can bring on board. And what's some yeka?
Per Bawumia was say the running mate will not do anything if the president is indecisive and incompetent.
Hey.
Nowadays, that video me pamo. Also, you can have the best running mate in the whole world, but if the president is incompetent and indecisive,
I don't want to see as a reporter speech, but the content and the contents of what
he was referring to Mahama.
And I may say, I'll look at the content and the contents of what no can, then I'll go deeper into it.
Tamana Mahama for Amisata Abba. No cancer asem. May say Amisata say governor.
Okay.
He rose to become the governor, Bank of Ghana. But now Mahama no. There's a Bawumia,
yes,
deputy governor. Now we say that was such and watch and say, would not offer the best running mate about Bowman Pinakasa, Mahama, incompetent, indecisive, and position. Hey,
Shabu Asma, who carry more deal.
And you know, Bawumia, the head of Bawumia credible, or offer incompetent running mate, crab or bit marry, advocate.
Now, Saibu, if you look at the NDC, they've always had a tradition Some people first one more tradition. Their tradition since 1992 to 1996. If you look at J.J. Rawlings, when he was a flag bearer for the National Democratic Congress, he preferred, and with consultation of the NEC, decides to go to Central Region
For the running mate.
So if you look at 1992, he brought in a car. Or the car be if you look at the following 4 years, and also transferred as the President of the Republic of Ghana, before and on he had issues with a car. Now me catch us say a car called Baka Krasumu or Castle. So a car wasn't a favorite for Eddie J.J. Rawlings. Rawlings wanted to be smart, and in making sure he wanted to compensate the Central Region people, and he went for John Evans Atamos. Before going for Atamos crown, people was even thinking, say, you even go to the northern part of Ghana. Or he must be, and ahead of election 2020, 2000, he made sure say no, so must become the flag bearer of the NDC. Let's not forget, I'm a catch there. So, Reverend Gusitano, some declaration, and you were Reverend Milson, he saw bitterness and he felt pains within him. Because he thought, on a special aid and special assistant, and more than J.J. Rawlings. This is a time for us to have an open contest. To be internal elections and wrestle power with the NPP in making sure
Okay.
Eventually, yes, sir. Now, if you look at 2000, Mills was the flag bearer of the NDC. Mills even had issues with J.J. Rawlings when he preferred saying himself, or person call for defend Martin Amid. Go and read what Kwesi Ahoy Ekai. And if you listen to what Kwesi Ahoy said, or say it wasn't an easy task. Shabu, if you listen to Kwesi Ahoy in some Okaya, it was more serious because Nasman Walker was say a do by Bukrano, not J.J. Rawlings Pono MP already being Eddie Mills and Impuare. Because J.J. Rawlings, if you say young father Emma O'Reilly, friend Dr. Asamoah, Obed Yawasamoah, to be or partner already John Evans Atamos. But J.J. Rawlings, friend Mills also opted to say already Eddie Martin Amidu.
Yeah.
And Shab was say, Rawlings didn't like Amidu's running mate.
Yeah.
On August 14, 2020, after the demise of Reverend J.J. Rawlings.
Yeah.
Now listen to what he said. He was reluctant for Mr. Amidu, who was then a Deputy Attorney General, to partner the then Vice President, John Evans Atamos, and preferred his Attorney General, Dr. Yao Obed Asamoah, according to Professor Kwame Ahoy. Professor Ahoy in this book, working with the Rawlingses, has been giving explosive details about what transpired in the NDC during the Rawlingses presidency and has gone to extent describing the former military leader, among others, as a vindictive. He was a close part to J.J. Rawlings. JJ became more furious and annoyed. And says, you don't respect me, my founding the party. And me decide to any emblem, we have to take decisions for you. Now, if you listen to Mr. Aipa, Professor Hoya, Mills Obed take it. The whole coronation over. Attention now turned to the choice of a running mate to partner Professor J.E.A. Mills on the NDC ticket for 2020 presidential elections. Rumors were rift that President Rawlings and his wife had declined on Dr. Obed Asamoah for the position, and they said they were determined for their decision for Professor Mills. Rumors also abundant that Rawlings had already convinced Professor Mills to accept Dr. Asamoah. Were convincing Mills to accept Dr. Asamoah as his running mate, to which Professor Mills had reluctantly agreed. The final rumor was that President Rawlings had already communicated this understanding with Professor Mills to Dr. Asamoah, and the latter was busy lacing his shoes, his readiness to assume the position. Now, Shaibu, if you look at Mills' secret, this is Mills' secret. Mills, he said, the development was rather interesting because Professor Mills has confided in the three of us that President Rawlings was trying to impose. Yes, impose. Yes, on him. But that he was very uncomfortable with the idea and very reluctant to accept him for some reasons. He said when President Rawlings summoned him to discuss the issue of Obed, vice presidential candidate, we already knew Mills' position had marshaled. So it means that Shaibu, picking of running mates is not an easy thing. The party, sometimes the founders of the party has a say in it. If you look at the echoes of MPP, and even J.J. Rawlings person, he sits at home and still controls the party from his avenue.
Wona me na mechire o de fa
Yes.
running mate.
Yes.
E be kra hye nyame boa so nya amamu na.
Yes.
Minister we
Yes.
me na mechire na de.
Yes. And what here kwasi why he's a strong person who is close to Ori and JJ Rollins. Was a most confined in 3 of them. You know, what here kwasi why so tell mu where JJ kura fi no mo man so how can running mate na sem no. If you see the demeanor and posture and the facial expressions of JJ Rollins, you could see that extension over there. But Mills wanted Martin Amidu. Mills no need to say Martin Amidu betini na ye adwuma. JJ Rollins was very smart. No, with some of the Martin Amidu be running mate. He cannot go and create fashions in the MDC. Being that, if you look at Ori and Martin Amidu, he's a principal person.
Okay.
Martin Amidu, I sometimes when mind say, yeah,
second.
Ken, they're not getting back to say, yeah, papa, no. His principal will be being best son will say. JJ Rollins want to go into the NDC, create fashions and still control the party. When himself Mills Airful, Mills is a weaker person. Tenia Mills is a weaker person, but Martin Amidu is a weaker person. And for him to take total control of the party, he needs people he can still control them at the NDC. Obeda Samuamo, because Obeda Samuamo na do mobile. And if you look around the friend Mills, he opted for Red D. Eddie Martin Amidu.
Because Martin Amidu
ording. And JJ Rollins wasn't comfortable. Just already friend could see how we have to convince JJ Rollins. As I JJ Rollins, says yes, we have given you opportunity. Go announce your running mate. In the 2000 elections, or friend Martin Amidu or partner or friend GAE Mills.
Yeah.
The results for the elections, and this was the first time MPP. No, Musoni want to wrestle power
from the NDC.
NDC. Whereby J.A. Kufuor on the first in 1996 and coming in 2000. The first in your family Kaka. J.E. Mills was a vice president. A lot of commission was done by the friend J.E. Mills because the NDC wanted to project him to the ordinary Ghanaian. Over the 2016 now, ABC in 2000. A lot of Ghanaians registered their displeasure to the NDC. Because now what you think coup d'etat, what about the president for almost 17 years? Yeah, some about the democracy for 8 years. And the NDC for him. And if you look at the election, the partner, Martin Amidu, and already the J.A. Mills. In 2000, 2,895,575, representing 44.54%.
Okay.
So we have to go to runoff.
Yeah. Runoff
for the MPP, J. Kufuor, smart to smaller parties, brought for everybody.
Alliance.
Yes, for alliance. Promise them key positions, big portfolios in the MPP government, and then they have to do reconciliation and make sure say yeah. Now, Shaibu, if you look at 2004, John Dramani Mahama, AJ friend Martin Amidu,
John Evans Thomas.
Yes, Eko Faba Pabi a friend Mumuni. And about saying so, this one person in 2004. He also hails from the northern part of Ghana. And he must goes to the northern part. Because if you look at the voter region here, it's the bank area for the NDC when it comes to elections. Akwaso about Kumasi, that's about California, Kumasi, you have a trouble bam. So if you go to Bible to say voter region, now if you go for the first time, say no, and soon so let's go to other areas. You want to say be free or the other. And Mohammed Mumuni was Obi Amko in the bus or the running mate. If you look at election near course one. John Evans Thomas, Mumuni, 3,850,368, representing 44.64%. It's only 0.1% per was the clear difference between Martin Amidu and Papawi. So the kind of impact and I'm say panel, our northern partner he didn't get it. In 2008, and also kind of running mate, there was a strong friction between J.E. Mills, between J.E. Mills and our friend JJ Rollins. JJ Rollins' candidate was Bettimore Idrusu. Bettimore Idrusu was a former attorney general of the
Yeah.
And if you look at that material moment, open up about JJ Rollins, the Rollins, JJ Nene, a canvas, he pushes champion. So I made the running mate for the NDC. It was my friend, my name is Bonnie.
Bettimore Idrusu.
Bettimore Idrusu. JJ Rollins is a Niban, so no more running mate without his knowledge.
When I fancy.
No, new class of running mate. And it came to him as a surprise and a miracle, a shock to JJ Rollins. Because he didn't want John Dramani Mahama to be the running mate of the NDC.
Me Martin part.
I take decisions for you.
What you fight you ya them.
And over sudden so before no. Any a cast say two about the more right for the JEA Mills. JJ Rollins will still control JEA Mills, and JEA Mills will be a puppet to ready your friend say JJ Rollins.
The Mills super so say. Menya sad.
Good. It is time down. The cadres has voted for me. Delegates in Simon or Mopeme. So allow me to do my work. But John Evans Atamos was very smart. He knew, say, he can never win the election at the expense of J.J. Rawlings.
Yeah.
He knew it. So he looked for big men in the NDC, went to J.J. Rawlings, sat the man down, talked to him as a father, and said, let's sit for reconciliation. Me weni abana te se wan kasa no wawene. Me weni abana NDC party. Me kwaja konwa no because so na ade maba and me weni etimi se wani monyam. Ade ya fair say me weni abana in power. I win the elections in opposition. And it tells you about my credibility and integrity as a person. If you can say do baby so me so crab bre Ghana ha. Ya man opportunity sympathy votes but kwa manos. And nos when you fast no can no they had faith and confidence within him. And most yet to about the man. Let me tell you something. Now, if you look at in 2008, those who went for a runoff, but the votes was 4,204,073, and only 49.32%. The runoff and a man already DADJ must be the president.
Satamana, what the majority in parliament.
Open the public or yes, serious campaign for Randy and John Evans at Thomas. It was J.J. Rawlings. J.J. Rawlings go and ask. In the 2008 elections, yet to Pnumka do say, no, for no, him, then say, pie, Mamuja buy, or the benefit to go and do campaign. Hey, I'm telling you.
In 2008.
In 2008. Probably a friend MTN, he was a strong confidant of a friend J.J. Rawlings. Go and ask his constituency, yet to Pnumka do. I'm an a pie J.J. Some Mamuja Puba say, still, or to training, sir. J.J. Rawlings, one MPP, you copy more time.
Yeah.
One J. from Casa Security not breaking, and J. decided not to go to time. Okay. That final, you know, J.J. Rawlings could that for 2 days.
Yeah.
To do campaign for John Evans at Thomas. And let's be objective and sincere. J.J. you might love him, you might not like him, but he carries something. He's a charismatic leader. He's a charismatic leader. What I say, he's a charismatic leader. And when JJ was a frontliner, yes, a frontliner for the campaign, Obiang who you see in 2008. Let me tell you something. Now let's go and look for the regional balance. The kind of votes are these three people. I don't know the northern part of Ghana. Or the more right for John Evans Atamos.
Okay.
Saibu.
Meet you.
In 2000.
Okay.
Martinamidu. I'm already added John Evans Atamos
and the NDC.
286,348. Representing 50.76 in the northern part of Ghana. 2004. Surprisingly, almost all of you have northern Ghana. Who say upper east and other upper west. But that's not the northern part of Ghana. That's a Tamale line or going to area. Now in 2004, Mumuni money 387,273, representing 57%. Surprisingly, yes. Alright, friend John Dramani Mahama, who wasn't a preferred candidate, who wasn't seen to be the running mate for John Evans Atamos, gave us the highest number of votes in the northern part of Ghana. Listen to this. 2008, John Dramani Mahama, after saying J.J. Rawlings in Penny Ghana, there was confusion, fashions in the camp, the cause of a problem. 460,445, representing 57.87%. Let me tell you something. It tells you. So John Evans, your friend is saying, John Dramani Mahama is a known figure in the northern part of Ghana.
Yeah.
He has been an assemblyman. He has been an MP. He has been a deputy minister. He has been a substantive minister. He has been a cabinet minister. To become a cabinet minister is not an easy task. And John Evans Atamos was able to identify the problem of the NDC and he gave them solution. Yes, identifying the problem is part of the solution. So he sat down critically, do empirical research, or for all the northerners and he opted to go for John Dramani Mahama. And John
at that time.
John Dramani Mahama did the magic for him. And he gave me 57.87, 460,445. So it tells you, so if you look at 2000, 2004, 2008, open the poor more over John Evans Atamos a number of votes are papa make John Dramani Mahama. Mama, asori anopa. Ne yire awufufu amanadi wokọ adwuma. Wa fa na yire so onya jollof ne salad nsi wa bafia baby didi. 2:00 p.m. he had a call. Call and said the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Evans Atamos, on the 24th of July is gone. Hey, he's no more the president. And the constitution. Time na akano yentimi nkonkotwaba. So automatically you assume the position as the president of the Republic of Ghana. That's what I make you. wasɔre no pa amalodina gufufu amana di sese akrantene abebia wawie to office as vice president as late as 2 p.m. and the friend catch and said there is a bad news. The bad news can also replicate a good news for you because now you are the vice president. After 6 months to election, young Conco Twaba, ye catch also run the John Evans at Thomas, Yanko Ponton inside their friend, and Moss becomes the president. No, your friend said Mahama becomes the president of the republic. Around 6 p.m. we are swimming in a way. Oh, coffee, no, motor the first train and I didn't coffee, next 6 and I didn't coffee.
Man penny.
Just make catch you 6 and I didn't coffee. So security na year 40, 8 and I didn't coffee. So abrabono mame ka sam kyerɛ shaibu unya nwuya nim ye obenya the wote me bia wonte me ye until the last day abeka unsa gubo no matter the kind of pains and tribulations that you are going through never give up
Shebrek means certain
nyamit Bible say enfia pim ye nyankopon dakodako so ye nyankopon fia pem e bia de wo kom na for years just a day in the eyes of God
Mouse echo 2000 ye 2004 2018 bro
nyina atem de die ne sa no ma no ma nyina o
Mahama did just one day
me say John Dramani Mahama ne yira go fufu amana no pa amia de akrante ne abebia ne oyu aguso ma unu ade awie what office afra de say mo ya mo da bi ya mo ne salad me ba fia bedidi 2 p.m. ne afra say massa John Evans at Thomas is gone now you are the president of the Republic of Ghana and you so any in and obasan is one John Dramani Mahama is a politician. Mahama is a very smart person. Never ever underestimate to joke with Dramani Mahama. Mahama, ya didn't tell us you know. Or say, yeah, no. Or say he's going for a thank you tour. Indirectly, he was going for a campaign.
Someone me jar me here. Man penny that year, me baba damas.
So he will go to every region. Every region of Bekono, he will seek for sympathy votes. Uche John Dramani Mahama say he is the most luckiest vice president. Waba in this photo, but can say, oh, referee James Johnny Mani Ejuma. Meboa. Shaibu.
No, can say because Yankopon in his own wisdom want to hand over the power from the old people to the youth president.
Okay. So if you listen to John Dramani Mahama, he was very strategic and very smart. He wanted to compensate the central people. Central region, in terms of elections, is a swinging area. If you get a lot of majority of votes from the central region, you are gone. You are gone away. A foregone conclusion. A foregone conclusion. Shaibu, if you look at Ora Paukwasi Emisata, he is a mobile person. And fans of him, say Paukwasi Emisata boni because this one person, if you look at the Bank of Ghana, he was a governor.
Yeah.
And at that moment, if you look at the economy, it was in shaking, it's in shambles. So if you look at Ora Feni JDM, he preferred. So I go for Paukwasi Emisata Diaba. And Paukwasi Emisata also hailed from the central region. And it's of the central region. Not the central region president, not my brand of vice president. I'm giving you an opportunity to still vote for me. There's a central person with me. Shaibu. Yeah. If you look at elections 2012, John Dramani Mahama and Emisata, 4,932,374, representing 52.12%. Central region. Paukwasi Emisata and Orefen John Dramani Mahama and 492,374 in the central region. Now, if you look at the number of seats, and this before 16 seats, and before 7.
16 out of the 23.
Yes, in terms of parliamentary. In the 2016 election, but the Kaka has a competition Ghana for so. As a massa, ya break NDC for. Doom so your mama is not bringing up policy. And so, Mama was very smart. And what's that is what? Adebako Amwa John Dramani Mahama in the 2016 election. A central region MPP have to break through, submerge it, break it, make sure that they can go into the NDC, you know. And they say, Edru Baby, no. Yes, say, Paukwasi Emisata, the vice president said, oh, declare soon in Faso. We have it. Yes, say, Paukwasi Emisata resign. Even the wife even came out to say, Paukwasi Emisata resign. We have his answer.
Man, who tono, your money, your human
assistant dog, and Paukwasi Emisata, people even label him to be just a shadow vice president. Surprisingly,
dear Chanaba, me to question
yes. Adia Bakua, yes, I same soon as a uniho. What may be the dance here? And I say, look at the billboards of the NDC in 2016. It was John Dramani Mahama and Elilo Dina and so. Go to 2016 election. Banners, billboard, go and check. John Dramani Mahama na Lodina danche. Enye Lodina ni John Mahama ni yeton. Lodina ni pa kwase Mr. Atta. Eni yeton.
Mahama ni pa kwase Atta.
Yes. Omumye na yeton womo. But surprisingly, are you not shocked? Are you know it doesn't come to us and right say Franko ni Saibu na solid TV. Ye ni baba us na Saibu na yede nkwa na that flyer. Flyer. What are you trying to tell me? It means I'm irrelevant.
Yeah.
I'm irrelevant. Who me some faso? And this NPP uses at the Grand Tour campaign in the Ashanti region. Like I said, bo nipa ya yes ya de na ba so no ya running mate ya nka se ekrom ni oyam fantini a mozu ko wuwo ya se de amadwo mama yi a so me running mate say emfane kwa nya vice president emfane nya hwehwe e na billboard e ro na so bi da bi o na yere ne da so as a communicator what is has me convincing
e bi kra say Messi wuwo no Mahama nim hu.
Oh yes. Oh sir ayi e friend say papa e friend say oh me krom ni ofiri sunyan ya boati ya omukoto internal elections in 2012 was it omo ye no omo ye nipa okun so baba beka besi ni wa mama meka was a political talk na saibu. So if you go to the central region in 2016 elections, surprisingly NPP winning 19 seats
out of the 23.
Yes, NPP winning 19 seats out of 23 and is winning only 4. The votes of NDC in 2012 came as admission, whereby NDC enya 405,262 minus 492,000. Meaning say NDC for lose almost 80,000 votes in the central region. So automatically, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo becomes the president of the Republic of Ghana. Meaning say Mr. Atta didn't help matters for when Eddie John Dramani Mahama. Mahama should also be blamed. The conduct quite fast so yen and woman and what Park said Mr. Atta didn't help the central region, so they voted them out.
Yeah.
2020 elections. In 2008 and 2018, on the 29th of June, and opase ya. Sabu yen kan bi nshemi o YSO. Papa bi akoso wo ye gym we, ko ye exercise na wa collapse. O collapse yen na to kan mu the call hospital. And it came to everybody as a shock when we heard the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana, head of the economic management committee under John Dramani Mahama, where a friend Park Kwesi Mr. Atta is gone. Hi, Namia Tonesa dia friend in 2018. When I aired on the 29th of June. So reportedly they said Park Kwesi Mr. Atta is dead. Owuwie ye no. Na ehwo akwa say NDC for assign pe obi a obetimi aboa na ometimi capture power from the MPP. So John Dramani Mahama one, John Mahama is coming from the northern part of Ghana. It doesn't make political wisdom to bring someone who is also coming from the northern part of Ghana to pay you as Obi Ababe or running mate. So he was contemplating to go for an account person. An account person can come from the western region, can come from the eastern region, can come from the central region, can come from Ashanti region. But Mahama decided he also go for a central region person. So of swinging seat and making sure so in Ashanti region a foregone conclusion. Or yet then a bad danger man so bit more winning a so let me compensate central region for and let them vote for me. Say me 30% for Ashanti region automatically I win the elections. And Okofama Professor Jane Opukwadjumai. Let's not forget, I hear debate a course in 2012. No, no, Kwadwo Oponkroma and I am no Mr. questions. Adaba Akwa woman say Kwadwo Oponkroma I never knew was an MPP person. Jane Opukwadjumai I never knew was an NDC person. When Mama became the president of the Republic of Ghana, Obasanjo so Jane, Jane as a minister of education. And when I wouldn't to move back Babontin, I know that wouldn't to be some man your brand normal class of before, and it's an man. There is a professor. Obeko wouldn't to be so crabus and a professor behind who, but because of politics and elections, they just make damning and useless comments. Shaibu, election 2020, John Dramani Mahama, onya 6,160,492.
Yeah, national result.
Yes, representing 47.2%. Now, if you look at votes, Mahama didn't Jane Opukwadjumai in national, almost 2 million votes. Almost 2 million votes nationwide.
Yeah.
The man. In a central region, Shaibu, it will surprise you. If you look at the last time, 2020 elections now, NDC already in 2016, Park said Mr. Atta Mwamwa, Omnia 405,262. Now, if you look at 2020 elections, Mahama Jane Opukwadjumai in the central region, or my John Dramani Mama, enya 524,038
524,038
and 38. Surprisingly, in 2016 election, NDC nya only 4 seats in the central region. Maame ne ba no, obemo mo plus 6 seats in the central region. E won benya 10 seats. Just maame ka choni from 4 seats in terms of parliamentary, won benya 6 kan ho, e ma ne be 10, be 13. NPP enya 19, olusu as many as 6 seats. Before say, maame ne ba no, if you look at election course 2016, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, omo lose about 32 seats nationwide. Ono pa kwese misata. Omo na 10 seat in terms of parliamentary. Tenyo, maame we bae no. Oni John Dramani Mahama na 137 seats. Ene omo MPP di ata 137. So it tells you say maame no, you don't do anything. Mahama hu bibi woni. Strategically, Shaibu. Memeti yi. Now I was even saying to myself, and can me John Dramani Mahama, and I would prefer to go for Obi Ofikumase and Ashanti region, a popular person, very charismatic person, or Ashanti region, and to be very simple to get one. Name say na mebo.
Na bi kwa boss Samuel Sapon,
ebi kwa Kofi Boakye, and esa no man.
Ebi so bo Ahafonino, that is
Eric Opoku. In 2018, Ashanti region, John Dramani or the Mills, in 26% in Ashanti region, 437,243,000 votes. In 2012, Omo rise to 28.4. And if you look at 2012 elections, after so many 28.4, they knew say they've won the elections. Magnika Kayo Sabano, if between the range of 28 to 30%, say this in Nyanyan Ashanti region is for one conclusion where we abandon.
Ashanti votes will be
Shaibu, Omnia 612,660, 28.35%. 2016, Omnia 23.04, 503,497. Come to 2020 elections in the Ashanti region.
Yeah.
John Dramani Mahama again of 3.5%. Again of vote appreciation, we are 3.5%. 653,149, representing 26.08%. Meaning say Mahama to two no more year Ashanti region. No more communication, no more community, no more communicate here. Communicate here. That's what means 28% in Ashanti region. The automatic so the president is very high. Surprisingly, John Dramani Mahama who bet me tone kakra because there's one person who's also going to limit the votes of the New Patriotic Party in Ashanti region.
And that's who?
Alan Kwadwo Kyeremanteng. Ebe awadwe nko ho. Alan Kwadwo Kyeremanteng hails from the Ashanti region in the central region. Tienye. Alan Kwadwo Kyeremanteng is known in the blocks of the Ashanti Mo. A lot of people who are NPP people, sympathizers and card-bearing members and supporters, a lot of people still believes in the face and the ideology of Alan Kwadwo Kyeremanteng. Madika Kayo said, Adena AC Nei, a BSc in 2000, whereby Gusitano knew he cannot win the election. He knew that he cannot win the election, but he will create confusion in the voter region. When we said the bank area for the NDC is the voter region, for me to create confusion, whereby NDC cannot achieve the objective aim in making sure so make man win a lot of votes, I will create confusion there. I'll take a lot of votes from that area, whereby Musk cannot be the president. Because so the declaration, I feel peeved and there's bitterness in me. If you look at over the edit a year, Alan Kwadwo Kyeremanteng, the man is walking out of from the New Patriotic Party because he felt bitterness and he feels that he has been betrayed.
Yeah.
That's why I make a choni. Ophili said he has been betrayed. There's bitterness in him. He feels that quite a fast for the electoral processes for the flag bearership.
Super delegates.
It is wrong.
And now the promises are called never.
And moi. And me party, Meti movement. Anti party is a movement. He knows say. So it means to two no year. That's what means 300,000 votes. I was Ashanti region. That's the mama. So, all things being equal. Or send us
28% now.
653,000. What do you can we want? It gives you almost
900.
Thank you. So it gives you 29.08%. 29.08%, meaning say Mama is close in making somebody president, or we are going for a runoff.
But me man can't say your party, your movement. I fear the best president.
Me say I saw
Your movement, no.
me can't be me nyadwin.
Share.
People say they have issues with me if I say it. And say me adwuma I would say me say me this is my candid opinion. You might have issues with me, but that is my candid opinion. Me say.
The amount means more surprises bit messy say. We go to town on the end. Obia kwate party.
Yes.
But unim say I don't want to be an NDC. I don't want to belong to MPP. I don't want to belong to GUM, ABR. But this is a movement. I don't belong to the party.
Macho point, I say.
And also make him also the different beba.
And I make a choice. Say,
yeah, we are very new.
Shabu,
me see a very
elections, before, during, and after elections. Don't be complacent. They are all canon. That is your candid opinion, and I cannot fight it. Miss me candid opinion is a me tie. And I'm a can among for being and I'll continue to say it. Me say, I know so run the Alan Kwajuche. He can win the elections. Me, I know. Say Alan to me win it. But Alan wants the NPP party to go back to factory settings. You can't factory settings out here. Say.
You could clear Bibiani as started from.
And I make sure say, Mama, Mama, and can put a lot of and push a lot of resources to Alan Kwajuche. Because in the Asante region, me ya yen trouble ne mame. Tie me yen to mame. But I've now gotten a phase where I can be behind the person and push resources for the person just to get 400,000 votes from you. Just get 400,000.
Allah would have
400,000 mame. Wofa. Now dear me no.
Me for my home
Me for my home pay 26%. That's why I make a change. Me say me 30% to Asante region. Automatically, I'm the president of the country.
Franko Yenshe Nesi so said, I stand to be corrected.
Yes.
But in the history of our politics, the first time a major political party would have been running meet.
Yes.
And also, no, a big play key role. A man because yes, we did in
2020 or the nearby.
Yeah.
Or the nearby. And it couldn't work. But surprisingly, if you look at the kind of votes because if you look at 2016, the vote difference between the NPP and the NDC was 987,000.
Yeah.
It wasn't 1 million votes. And if you look at 2020 elections, they closed the gap to 450,000. Now, if you look at John Dramani Mahama, if you look at 2016, they were saying they want to get 1 million votes in the central region.
Yeah.
And to make it 1 million automatically they won the elections.
Now, say, about 2016,
yes.
Obey magic.
2020 obey magic.
2020 obey magic. Yes, the Mahama ba or your bar ufio. This time, the Japan and parliament, and you know, per your election, you know, I don't think say can be say gidigido. Central region, oh shaky. I was coming to come there, shaky. The man is shaking is if you even look at the flag bearership razor, it tells a Kedia compare Japan is an influencer in the central region. Timmy. About one or more 2 years, and I'm a catcher whereby the establishments were against Canada compared to Japan. The system, they form a cartel, a consortium to eradicate him from the NPP party, making sure say they will humiliate him in terms of votes. If you look at Central Region, yes, and if you look at the number of votes in the Central Region, it tells a Canada compared to Japan is a showmaster in the Central Region. And if you look at elections, Akosunya in the Central Region, NPP didn't come open the big time financier for the New Patriotic Party. Director for operations, shadow operations. I am when he said they are in the center region.
Maybe I'm mocking this on the operations leader. But if you look at the kind of operations or uniform and the kind of things, no commitment, dedication, they are not going to get the same thing from Canada compared to Japan.
I'm going to let the bidding come on. Say Shaibu. Say a do elections.
Yes.
Was this a mere cocken or say me pet Sika Akoya Zongo Juma?
Yes.
Also, he's getting the friendly.
And it tells you, say, there's a problem, they have to fix it. Secondly, the former general secretary of the NPP is also having bitterness in him.
That is
John Bodu. He's all hailing from the central region. And why didn't also?
Because after say Olusegun Akufo-Addo
managed me catch another position with the money. On the money. So I'm sorry,
I can't say Sigas at the end.
I'm Memphis or DJ. I am a Memphis and or DJ. Or yes, so look at something. Two critical people who are from the central region, now they are even having issues with them. Secondly, the regional chairman of the central region is also having a friction in Kenya compared to Japan.
Yeah. And I understand, sir, the first vice Chamabuti.
Yes.
Also crampon as in north election. One neck or some would scan in same, but almost say can't you almost first scan some
good. And also be a so if you look at the MPP in Ashanti, friends, the central region, there is a problem. So John Dramani Mahama strategically say Otrasa analyze anoma we nyina. Na so the Jane ba. No budget who they will not get to me communicating ye. Na Jane to me kakasa be canvas in the central region way. No am say ba central region. Na bi omni Allen di nkomo ye. E pusi Allen. E Allen me nya 400,000 or 300,000 na central region. E for one conclusion here we have one.
See ano. We are Jane, Professor Jane. Ni hu ni asem.
Da bi dem. O ma me dey. Dey asem abenya afa no.
Enti
blamish na dey hin. Blamish no. Ene dey.
You say endi fa kwa yi nipa ne hu ni asem.
O ti o.
MP before hanu mo nko so mfe.
Eh, shai bu asemi na ma kan mesi aka bi me maka. Me say per my own conviction. Per what I've read, per the checks I've done, me the best running mate to pay Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is Aduchum Asam.
Because Jane and Hunya
say so how the Aduchumba it will be easy for them
because we education.
Thank you, my brother.
And
we look at the leadership.
Aduku track record our education sector.
Yes. General Pokwa man time. And obi me chira there for 3 years. Near man a 3-month salary as a teacher. We have it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a teacher for no more honor. They will still feel it. So, okay, my opportunity of Brabeya Minister for Education. No more DATI. Now we have Aduchum who is our own. Tell you who is our own. Now no better tell for one Bonabaso, now got for Bonabaso, way for Bonabas, our buy no or the transformation leadership and the Babe PM Education Ministry. So now, if you look at John Dramani Mahama, if I say John Mahama, and Mahmoud Bawumia, some of no blemish, or Mumia no or Bia on issues, or Bia on the problem. Now the running mate who is going to help you to appreciate your vote, who are you going to pick? Taibu, Madam Chad Madikiaka, say one Kasasem. But John Dramani Mahama, I am very strategic. When you say man bet my dede Obano, so for the first time, Yama Obama the running mate, or running mate, Yama the vice president. Never had the Obama to be the
president.
Maybe the first time we get a female person to be the president. And John Mahama strategically has gone back to the central region, picked someone from the central region, and knows how to block the NPP in the central region. Madika Kacho say in the 2016 elections, acquired 19-4 in terms of parliamentary. In 2020, acquired 10-13. Don't joke with the woman.
Mebo, Yan Shade, prior to November 4th, super delegates, on our chairman Sabunsumu, at the legend, at the year politics. We are Ghana, so I'm sacrificed for almost 71%, for 19 point something. John Dramani Mahama, I Christian, and from Assemblies of God. Mahama say Christian. Will it add up something?
Chabu, sometimes I don't even believe in Shano man. In 1992, J.J. Rollins, or a Catholic, or Kofaka or a Christian. Mebwa.
Yeah.
In 1996, J.J. Rollins Kofa J. Mills or a Christian. Mebwa. In 2008, J. Mills Kofa John Dramani Mahama or Assemblies of God. That's why I make a choice. Or Kofa Nipo or Assemblies of God. And I didn't buy it. So if you look at Sano Manoma, sometimes it doesn't even come in. Hey, there are some amount for this our religion and tribal sentiments in Bebam. But now Ghanaians are discerning. They look at competence. What the person can bring on board. Hey, Shaibon can religion somebody and I'm Kabedium. Because a man for the Kayo said they don't know Mahmoud Bawumia if he's a Muslim or he's not a Muslim. Go and none other Bawumia person will be the president. Go and check the kind of comments that he talks about religion. It drew by a section of the Muslim community even had issues with him. One day, Mahmoud Bawumia can say Jesus Christ is the way or I
don't know about fire heaven.
One day. But if you look at the Quran, they have issues with it.
Yeah.
Because some of a panic it is untrue.
But we also may brigade in it.
What I say, and if you look at even Obi Kwase John your friend saying your friend is saying Bawumia is a religious prostitute. Won't that?
Yeah.
Won't it money?
I am saying a some judge.
Won't that? So it tells you that no money no confess our religion the Bama baby point you be. Let's look at that person who can bring a lot of. Now we need situational leaders, transformational leaders. People can sit and think outside the box. Ebia president if you look at J. Kufuor, tama wo bu amamo na okofa Ali Mahama buy. Ali Mahama so kofa dey be buy. Or say discipline in Ghana say okay. Let's be disciplined. So that was an area also boa. Ghana hai, my main council back on show. This 2024 elections is going to be purely an economical, education and energy. Now the country said it's going to be economical. Masia Tnase every system space ni energy. The one no me cost wo kroma. Ye doom light so me doom light make me ho ye doom light free no na dey enso you. Jasa make catch you enso you. Any businessman who free hobia or ye no hobia no will complain. No come mitima me ko fie. People were talking about it. Energy will play a key area. Education will play a key area. Economy will play a key area. John Dramani Mahama has been smart. Wakwa ko you be education what he said the number. Akufo your friend saying Bamud told you why. Are you going to listen to what the masses, the populace are saying? So obi there what oyiska the man amanfo, obi there what party for no he omo, oyiska na dem omo. Ana kwa you obi o ye transformation leader. Only who na je kufo ni hoyi. Yes, je kufo in terms of the Fourth Republic. The kind of policies that he implemented, formulated, or the Ghana still it is yielding results for Ghana. Or are you going for a person? I can say it's a party person.
Party Fuska.
Yes. If MPP is in opposition, San depend on what party for scan or kwa kunye scan when wababeche.
Uncle, medase.
Medase.